whenever we think about ABM, right, intent data comes into play. So, what do you think about intent data? What's your opinion on it? And how does that help in setting up ABM for a firm?
Yeah, typically when you think about ABM, the next thing you think about, like you just said, is intent data, right? And they're starting to go more hand in hand. And one is more powerful when you have the other one. And so ABM or intent data can really fuel a lot of your account-based marketing programs. I'm not going to get today into the technical side of how intent data works because there's a whole list, whether it's first party, third party, intent, whole things like that. But for today, what we can just say is intent data really are just, it just means that there's positive signals that are happening around either a persona or a person or an account. That means you should go after them. And where this comes into play and makes it so powerful is not only when the marketing team is using that to drive decisions, whether it's figuring out what campaign they should launch or how they should structure a certain plan to go after an account. Where it really comes into play is when sales starts to adopt and leverage intent data on their own. And when you have this kind of combination of marketing is using intent for their use case, and you have sales fully ramped and adopted and have access to some kind of intent for that, it really makes it, more powerful. And some of the use cases that I've seen work really well for intent data on the sales side is imagine if a seller is going into a demo or if they're just going into an event, they're taking to a baseball game or whatever. If they're meeting an account, they can listen to some of the signals, they can go in and they can look at some of the intent that's spiking and then potentially shape the conversation around what they're seeing. That might be setting traps for competitive stuff, or it could be if certain trends around your business is spiking other than other things, they can really take that information and then run with it. And so we've ramped our sales team here. Everybody really loves the intent data signals. I'm constantly blowing up our sales team saying, "Hey, did you see this around X account? They're spiking on this." And we bug them all the time just to make sure they're seeing those signals. But it works really well. And they really love that additional data. And what makes it even better is when you have a team that is really data oriented, they really appreciate that. And it just shows the value and it just makes marketing that value added partner, which we really are in the org. We're there to help sales close deals.